Well, hello, 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 my tidy friends. Okay, are you ready for today? Because today we are doing something a little different, and we are actually, hi, coming from over my shoulder because I want you guys to feel really good about chaos and mess. And sometimes this is what happens. This is what we have to deal with, and we have to learn how to put everything away. So, welcome to today's Tidy Up. We're going to just dig into really, yeah, how do we get our tables to look good again when this is what happens after, at least after my weekend, this is what happened. And that really is about having a place for everything. So, a big welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning. Jerry's here, Darlene, Laura's here, and Debbie's here. Welcome, welcome, Diane, Jennifer, Shannon, Linda, Bobby Ann, Jenny's here, Susan, Victoria, Martha. Wow, thank you all for saying hello. Jennifer, Jen's here, Jackie, and Bobby's like, you got a big mess like me. I know. Do you feel better? Do you feel better? Because this is truly, I was working, after Friday night scrapbooking. I still have Friday night scrapbooking stuff thrown on here. I then also was cleaning up some things in the shop, kind of going through stuff. Where did it all go? It all went, in piles on my workspace because it's the biggest, flat surface, right? So, can we talk about flat surfaces for a little bit? Yeah, it's like, why is it always there that everything ends up? So, what I thought I'd do today, give you a little different perspective. So, this is actually, I'm not going to be front facing. You're looking over my shoulder. So, hi. And we're going to work this way. And I also have another view, which is of my cart. So, we're going to do that today and just talk about, all right, I've got all this stuff. Like, what have I put into place so that I can actually put this away and have an organized workspace again? That's the whole idea, right? Carlin says it's her first time catching a live. Welcome. Welcome. Jamie's here. Woohoo. Nice. Victoria's here. Michelle, Linda, Sheila. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, my up north buddies are here already. So good to see you. Lori, Sue, Carla's here. Kenzie's here. Cindy. Oh, Laura's here. Okay. Awesome, you guys. Helen. Beatrice, Jay. Oh, so good to see all you guys. Jackie, Darlene. So good to see you. Okay, so let's just jump in and get started. If you are new, I don't even know how to point to that. There we go. If you're new, these are the places you can find me. And once again, just as a reminder, thank you so much for those thumbs up and those hearts. I see you guys do it, and that just means so much to me. So thank you for sharing your love of this video and my posts. It goes a long way. It really does. So thank you for that. And if you would like to find out like what's going on in the world of Craft Some Joy and Lauren, you can follow me on Facebook. That's my biggest recommendation, is follow me on Facebook, because that's where I'll put my events and my posts and things like that. The best place to watch replays, I feel like, so you can leave a comment that I can hopefully see, is on YouTube. And that's also where I have playlists associated. So, different things, like craft room organization, all of these tidy ups go into craft room organization. So if you're just interested in watching a playlist just for that, you can do that on YouTube, whereas you can't necessarily do that on Facebook. And then also on Instagram, my poor little Instagram, I've got to get back on there. You can find some still shots of the projects that I work on and that we create together. So I've got some picture taking I need to do for that soon. Okay. So Kenzie's like, she's looking at her mess right now. Well, that is the thing. We are going to clean up together. Okay. So without further ado, let's jump in and see what is on my desk. Oh, but I do want to give you a quick update. Some of you may have noticed we talked about pens last week, and I was so excited to actually get the Small Flex pods are back in, and I got my Daiso containers. So they have been flying, you guys, but I do have 5 of these left in the shop the last time I checked. So if you are interested in, how to do the pen organization we talked about last week, I'm going to grab it off my cart, which is the Small Flex pod with the 4 Daiso pen organizers. I know some of you just don't have Daisos near you, so you're loving being able to grab some of these. And I have more on the way. So if I run out, guys, I'm going to get them back in as fast as I can. Daiso was pretty quick. I had them shipped to the store, and the hubby picked it up for me, like a huge box of these. So I'm happy to help you get organized that way. So just to let you know. And, I meant to grab a snapshot too. If you find other organizers, I know Carol was posted a picture of some more organizers that she found that fit this awesome little flex pod. That the pop group is a great place to do that, to share your finds and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, and share a picture. That's a great source in there as well. So just to let you know, that was an update. And I had a lot of questions about what are these? What are these cases? These are the 5x7 cases that I have in my cart. And so I linked those for you today. They are in the description. So if you're interested in finding out more, sorry, it's all crinkly. Let me put my crinkles over here for now. If you, let's see. If you'd like to find out more about those kind of organizers, you're going to see where I put those today. They're linked, and some of the other products that I'll be referring to are also linked. So, hopefully you can just find what you need. But I love my plastic cases. So I think that was the question kind of at the end of last Tuesday's, like, wait a minute, no, not that case, not this case, no, this case, which one is it? I know, because we use a lot of different things around here, right? Okay. All right. So, and Diane said, yeah, fulfillment. Oh my gosh, that word. Fulfillment, I know, is because they got free shipping backlog at Creative Memories. So, yeah, that's unfortunately mine. A lot of my orders say fulfillment too. I do also want to mention, I know I got kind of slammed with orders in my own shop. Those hopefully are all going out today. Yesterday was a holiday, so I couldn't ship. So I've got a little bit more of a backlog than I usually do because of the holidays. But hopefully everything in my shop, from my shop, is going to go out today. And once again, if you haven't gotten that fulfillment email from me, you can always add to your order too. Okay, so let's jump in and talk about what's in front of me and kind of how I start to attack the mess. And one of the things of course, by now, is that I love my cart. And that's probably one of the first things that I look for is what do I have kind of in front of me that already has a place for it on my cart. And I'm going to try, this is messy hair, don't care day. So another reason I'm coming to you from over my shoulder. We're getting work done. So I'm going to just start looking at my space and go and start looking for the things that I know I have a place for on my cart. Okay, so I'm looking, I see my tape runner, my peekaboo pockets, my precision point, my other box of peekaboo pockets. I'm gonna put that over there. Let's see, what else? Okay, oh, I've got some scissors. I know I have a place for those in my cart. Now, normally I would just, start popping these right in my cart. But what I want to do, I have this special other view for you. Check it out. Here's my cart. Oh, and there's my my journaling kit right on top. So I'm going to try to switch back and forth so you guys can see both, my cart and my workspace. So I pulled my adhesive. I'm going to put that back there. I've got my tape runner. My precision point goes over in the little side pocket. My scissors go in the side pocket. Come on. And if you guys need to do this, do it with me, right? We can tidy together. Peekaboo pockets is one of the things that ends up on the top shelf of my cart because I need these all the time. So one of the other products that I put in my shop were these little, I call them cart cups, but they're just little organizers from Daiso also. I am getting more of those. Okay, so I'm sorry. I didn't have any idea how fast or how many people just didn't have access to a Daiso and really liked the idea of these because the 5x7 box fits great here. And then I just needed like a little something on the side to hold my foam tape and, different tape that I have like this, my photo tape, tape chips, so forth. And actually, what I ended up doing is I found, we talked about these smaller boxes. I haven't labeled this one yet, that were from Target. These were like 4x6 size, I believe, for index cards. And those actually fit in the little side cups. So I have one for my flop stoppers, and then I have another one over here for my tape chips that goes next to my photo tape. So two of these won't fit in the little holder, but one will with like a roll of foam tape and a roll of, this is score tape, and other adhesives. And I have just a little left on this one, so I'm just kind of keeping it here. This is where I put my powder holder tool and, some other like skinny tall things. Okay, so I've put all of those things away. I'll probably find more on my desk, but I'm kind of showing you the process. And I know you always ask, Lauren, what do you have in your cart? Like it changes. Another thing I found is that I really love having my photo folders super close and accessible. I did find another little container from Daiso. I haven't really talked about this guy, but it's a skinny one and it's long enough to hold my photo folders, and it just kind of holds, I don't know, about 20 of them at a time in the front of my cart. So I was just trying to find something long and skinny that would fit there, that I could still also put all my containers in here too. So let's see, what else do I have? I think there's room actually for one more container. So I need to find where that one is. So let me switch back over, and I can see my peekaboo pockets are having a little tricky time staying closed. There. And then let me switch back over to my overhead. Okay. There we go. So let's see what else we have. And Judy's here from Florida, or maybe not Florida, Judy, from wherever you are enjoying yourself. Welcome. And Cheryl and Diane. Cynthia's here. Yeah. Um, for the journaling pod, okay, so Cynthia, if you got the ones from my shop, they do fit. They do fit. You just work them in from, if they're the Daiso ones that, I mentioned, they fit because they're in here. So hopefully, yeah, you just have to, it's a tight fit. These that I have in my shop are the bigger ones, and it's a tight fit, and they do kind of come up off the side. You can see that, but it all still fits and zips up. So yeah, just try it out. Okay, so let me put that over there. Okay, any other questions? Please sure to put those in the chat if you have. And a cue also helps. Okay, so the other thing I have on here, okay, you're probably going, Lauren, why do you have a piece of plastic that says Croptoberfest 2023 sampler pack? So here's something I have shown, but it's been a while. And one of the things I like to do, I like to keep a ring with all the different colors of cardstock. But I also, at the back of this ring, like to, I'm going to try to get that closer, like to keep these tags from the paper that show like what was in that cardstock sampler. And that's just kind of, I don't know, just because, not that it's that important, but just because. So what I end up doing is I just keep the what do you call it, tag from the plastic. And this plastic, I know, is always so tricky to cut. So I'm just going to kind of start where the sticker is. And I'm just going to kind of cut part of the sticker out of the plastic and then throw it away, throw the plastic away. But I wanted to show you, the whole thing. And then, so now I've got this as trash. And then I'm going to grab my little personal trimmer, and I'm going to trim this. Believe me, this is going to get cleaned up, I promise. I want to say these are 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches wide. So what I want to do is make sure that the name here is 2 inches. And I can still see all of those names from the sampler pack. So this is 2023, right? And so now I've got more trash. I have my trash can just right off here because I know I'm going to be throwing a lot away. And then I'm going to go to my spinner, which is just so right behind me. You guys have seen my spinners. And I love that I moved my tags close by because I love the tags. Now I started this with the old tag punch, but you could use the new tag. But since, I had started this way back, I'm going to continue with that. And if you remember, under my desk, I did a tidy up with, small space organization. So that's where my trimmer goes, right under on the left-hand side. So I'm going to just slide this in because it's 2 inches. That's the same pattern as all these other ones. Slide this in and then punch the top. And because there's plastic under it, it is a little, icky when it punches because of that plastic behind it. And then I'm going to trim this down. So I think it's, I don't know, what do I trim this to? Just going to mark it. And then, oh goodness, look, I have more things. Those just flew out of my trimmer. Didn't know those were there. And so let's see, when it's all set, okay, so 3.5. 3.5. That's the size I had made for my tags. So now once I have that, you can see like I have some other one. I have Spiced Plum, Croptoberfest 2021, Totally Tonal Shimmer. So if I ever want to go back and just go, what were some of those colors and what did they call them? I have them. And then I put them on my big ring. And, you know, it's just kind of a paper thing. So that was just one thing I wanted to share with you. I haven't really talked about my ring in a while, but I do love that. Speaking of rings, I also found a little ring to hang my distressing tool on because this little guy kept getting lost on my cart. So I put it on a ring and then it just hangs on a hook now. Okay, so I have a place to put this. This goes back on my spinner just like that because I'm done using it right behind me. Okay, so now again, I found a photo folder that's just like floating around my desk. So I can just fold this. And then you saw where I had those tucked in the front of my cart. So now that's gone. Okay, let's get down to some of this other stuff that I have so many. So here's the Peekaboo variety. I found this kind of in the middle of other stuff. This was a variety pack with 4x4 and 3x4 in it. And now we get to sell those individually, right? And the 4x4s are back in stock. The 4x4s are back in stock, which I love. So now I have a place for these. These are in my small Peekaboo pockets container. So I have one that's for my 4x6 only, and then I have one that's just called small. So this is 3x4, 4x4, and then there were some other really small sizes that came out kind of intermittently as incentives or like in a secret box or something like that. Okay, so now that gets put away. So do you see how already like I'm starting to tackle what's in front of me because I have a place for it. I know that that goes in my box that says small Peekaboo pockets and so forth. So when I did Friday night scrapbooking, I had dug into Birthday Bonanza because, as you guys know, I did this fun little card for my daughter. And I haven't had a chance to send it to her yet, but I have that. So that's a project. And then I have, in case you didn't get a chance to see Friday night scrapbooking, it was so fun. We talked about all kinds of gifts from the heart and just how much fun that was. And so I have this little band and I haven't done my journaling, which is why I haven't sent that off to her. So I'm just going to set that aside because I need to do that. But what I ended up was having some Birthday Bonanza embellishments just kind of still floating on my desk. So now, if you remember, I love these embellishment sleeves. These are 5x7 about horizontal. I use these for all kinds of things, including smaller collections like Birthday Bonanza. To me was a smaller collection. So I have that in a Mama Bear sleeve. And I have an Avery tag right here on the side that says Birthday Bonanza. So this was just kind of out because I was working with it. Now I have a place to put those embellishments and they can just get tucked right in here. And then this goes on my paper shelf behind me. And that goes in the birthday section. And I wish I had a third camera. I could show you that. But just trust me, you guys have seen the cubbies behind me. So that's where they go. Okay, so what I have out next on my desk is because I knew I was going to be getting some new collections and organizing those. I have some Papa Bear sleeves, which are the Power Project sleeves and some Mama Bear sleeves and some Baby Bears. So I'm going to kind of talk a little bit once again about those. Here's another one, Staycation. Remember I was doing my husband's bike album, and so I still have a couple things left to put in his book, little mini album too. So I've got those just kind of tucked on the side. But once again, if I find any more of these miscellaneous pieces, I have a place for them. This goes in my Staycation folder. I'm not sure if that's on here or not. But it's, yeah, I don't think so. Okay, but it's still in process. So I'm going to keep that handy. And then here is, and speaking of, so we're just kind of getting down to all the Friday night scrapbooking stuff. Here's my son's book also that I want to finish up for him as well and send that off. So I kind of have these 3 projects that I'm still working on. And one thing, you know, because they're smaller format, you know, I can just kind of keep them like this. But another thing, what I'll do sometimes is use the Power Simple sleeves. Let me see, I thought I had one here. Power Simple sleeves. Oh, I think, well, yeah, here it is. Here's a Power Simple sleeve that this actually was for the Staycation that I was working on. And I just kind of pulled some of those things to go, okay, where did that go? Oops, hold on. I dropped something. I don't knock anything. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Did I knock? Did I knock? Okay. Trying to keep things so you can see. Okay, so smaller projects. So here's the Staycation. Sometimes I'll take the Power Simple sleeves. So these are also a Mama Bear size sleeves. So it's a smaller sleeve with a smaller gusset. And these are current like projects that I'm working on. So I'll just kind of gather everything together, put it in here. And then that kind of holds everything that I'm working on together. So the unfortunate part is that the Power Simple sleeves are sold out, right? And they're not due. I checked this morning and they are not due in until October. So I want to give you an alternative because, you know, I really hate waiting. When I want to organize, I want to organize. And so what I have here is my Amazon find for Mama Bear sleeves. And I use these for, like I showed the birthday bonanza I put in here. And there's 2 different types on my Amazon shop, and the link is there. So this is kind of a frosted sleeve, and then there's also a clear sleeve. So this is the Samsil Mama Bear, and then this is the Kaidoo, Caydoo, or something like that. So they're both hold about the same amount, but they're just a little different in appearance. Okay, so the clear one, and I use them both. The clear one, so you can kind of see the difference with the reflection. This one again is the Samsil. It has a bigger dip here, and then this is the newer one. It's a little less expensive, but again the same size. So what I ended up trying with this one, the frosted, is making my own Power Simple sleeve, which means I actually cut off one side so that it is similar to the Creative Memories Power Simple sleeve, which is open that you can kind of get in and out if you like that feature, right? So some of us want to just keep everything in a pocket, and that works too, right? But if you like the idea of the Power Simple sleeve where you can kind of pull things back, this also works really well for collections that you have a lot of cut paper for. So actually, I want to bring my birthday back. I forgot to mention this. So when I was putting birthday back, again, this is in the Power Simples, no, the Mama Bear sleeve from Samsil. This is the Samsil one. But I also have two choices. Like I was finding I had all this punched and cut paper from my birthday bonanza from all these different projects I had done. And they were getting, again, it was getting hard to kind of put things away in here. And so I decided to put all my cut pieces in a baby bear, or you can use, you know, a Power Simple sleeve or a cut down Mama Bear. So choices, 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 right? And sometimes maybe different collections call for different solutions. But I did find that the baby bear fits in the mama bear. So the mama bear can actually hold the baby bear. Isn't that cute? So I wanted to mention that little aha find as well. So I just took the baby bears and I have that right in front. Let me just see, get that in there of my mama bear. And so now all the scraps are in the baby bear that is in the mama bear. And again, this is taking very little space. And that's the whole key. Remember when we talk about paper is to tame the bulge. We don't want big bulges because that takes up too much room on our shelf, right? So I could put this in a Papa Bear in a Power Project folder, but it doesn't have just so many papers and different things that I really need to. Okay, it's one to me. I don't see buying like a ton of this. I just want, you know, enough fits perfectly in a Mama Bear sleeve. Okay, so let me put that right there in case. Yeah, the Baby Bear Edition 1.0 album plastic sleeves. Yes, that was the first. Surely, the album sleeves also can slide right in there as well. Okay, so you know, new edition. You can make your own Power Project folders if you Power Simple folders if you so need. I'm going to put my projects over here. So I have my two kids' birthday projects. So I'm going to put Adam's album in here, Ellen's album in here so that I don't drop the band again. And I saw some people also have other ways of storing their current projects, what they're working on. So take a look at that too. That's awesome. You know, we all kind of do things our own way, which is perfect. And that means we can, you know, what works for us. That's the most important thing. Okay, guess what? Now I see another tape runner. So you guys know where that's going to go. That's going to go in my cart right next to me. And what we're getting to now is actually some fun new things. And this is the new Croptoberfest collection. So some of you may have snagged the laser paper, but it is on its way back. Okay, so the Croptoberfest laser paper is on its way back. But I also opened up all the pieces for Croptoberfest. And again, this is one of those collections, maybe a little too big for a baby bear, but pretty much the right size for a mama bear. So I grabbed a medium size sleeve. And this, so far, I've put this cardstock sampler in here, the laser paper, and then I have been kind of playing around, starting to design what I want to do with Croptoberfest, and kind of digging into that a little bit. So there is a little cute owl pouch that's coming. I'm still working on it, guys. I'm not sure how this is all going to come to be, but I have been kind of playing around with some of the Croptoberfest. So I'm going to just put these folders up here for now. So there is a new little paper album for Croptoberfest, and it comes with this cute little embellishment pack. And so I wanted to kind of start looking at what can I put, what embellishments can I put together? And actually I'm trying to create some more. Like I found this tree die cut, which I absolutely love, to round out this collection. Excuse me. So right now I'm just going to kind of, because again, this is another project, I'm going to tuck this in the owl pouch. This will probably come up for sale in the next couple of weeks. Whatever I finish for creating Croptoberfest, you'll get it, the die cuts, layering shapes, and all those goodies in the little owl pouch. And so I'll be in touch. Again, I'll be in touch when that happens. But for now, since this is Croptoberfest, it's all kind of going to go in here. And I think there might be some more that we'll get to. So I'm just going to set that there. But one of the key things is, if you guys know, I love my Avery labels. In fact, I noticed I was actually, I don't know if I have any left in here. I was really low. So I think my bigger ones are gone. But I think I have maybe just a couple left. So these are the Avery Ultra Tabs. This is the smaller one. But the size I like are these 3-inch ones. And I can't believe I'm out in my little box. This is one of my favorite boxes. It's called the labeling kit. And I use my Zig pen with it. So 1 second, let me go grab. I think I have more on the way from Amazon, and those are also linked. But I'm down to my very last bits of my long ones for organizing, but I love these guys. Okay, so I found a few until they come. I think they're coming today. So I take the Avery Ultra Tab, and then I'm going to write Croptoberfest. And then the year 2023. Okay, shoo, I thought I was absolutely gone. And then I just take that tab and that goes on the side. Okay, right up on top. I always put it towards the top in the same place, so it's just easy to read all those different labels. Okay, so we have Croptoberfest. We have the Avery Ultra Tabs. Woo. And then I keep my little labeling kit handy because I may have more to put away as well. Okay, so now we're getting to, I threw my little silicone mat, and if you remember, under my desk also, I have a little Michael's Cube, and it has all the different shelves on it, and I labeled one of those shelves silicone mats, and so that's where I keep my silicone mats. This is actually an adapter, so that goes with my computer. Okay, I found another staycation, so now I have that one handy, so it's going to go in my staycation that I'm still working on. And this little guy came from Croptoberfest, so that needs to go back in here. in the Croptoberfest bundle. Ooh, that's a good zipper. Okay, so is Belinda says her Croptoberfest is lost in shipping. Okay. Let's see. All right. Any other questions? I'm not sure. Okay. I think we're all, it's good. I think you guys are chatting in the chat. So we're getting down to, I'm going to just kind of dig a little deeper into one of the collections that I am really, really in love with. But before we do that, this was another die cut I'm considering for Croptoberfest. So some little sneak peeks there. This is actually all the Croptoberfest paper. So I had kind of pulled all this out to start looking at ideas and what I'm going to design for Croptoberfest. So again, putting that all in the Croptoberfest bundle. I'm also going to put this tree in there as kind of a reminder. And now that's all kind of tucked away. Then I don't know who has received their autumn collection yet, but you guys, I am in love. This was the little Croptoberfest kit. And okay, I don't know if you're interested. So these are just weights. They're heavy weights, and sometimes my camera stands, I have to counterbalance. That's what those are floating around on my desk for. Just FYI. Okay, so I've got some more just miscellaneous stuff over here. But what I want to kind of do is pull in this awesome new autumn collection. So I had kind of decided, oh my gosh, I love all of these. I wanted to see everything. So I just kind of threw them out. There's the stickers. I ended up saying, okay, these are so pretty. I want 2 embellishment packs, 2 vellum packs, and 2 designer paper packs because I like this collection that much. And so guess what organizer this one's going to go in, friends, is the Papa Bear. So kind of from the beginning, you know, pulling all this out, I also have, let me see. So I have more stuff here. And you can see how stuff just gets layered and layered and layered. So again, I've got this all mixed up. Croptoberfest. This is real time Croptoberfest. So now this is going to go in my Croptoberfest pouch. And then this is all Autumn Harvest. Autumn Harvest. There's the vellum. So you can already see, and I always save my cardboard. You can see that this is one of those collections that, I want it all. And so it's going to go in a Papa Bear. And so the Papa Bears are going to have a little, they come with the tags. And so this one's called Autumn Harvest. Okay, and then that goes on the top. And then you also have seen me say, but I don't like turning my folder sideways to see the names. So I have another little container with these shelf tabs. And these guys go on the side. So I just cut little strips, have them ready in the front of the box, and then this is what goes on the side. So now this is my new, and this pen, I need, let me see if I have another one here in my box. This tip, I've used this one quite a bit. That's okay. Okay. Autumn, it's getting pretty thick. That's better. Harvest. Okay. Autumn Harvest. So now this also goes on my Papa Bear folder, and I just tuck that on the side, take the adhesive off, and I don't have a link for this directly on this video, but it is on my Amazon page. And then that goes right on the top, on the outside of the pocket, and then this goes in the inside of the middle pocket. Okay. And I think someone had asked, Lauren, could you show, like, how do you put away a collection start to finish? So this is it. This is that. So now I have my Power Project folder. Oh, and I see another question. Would the Michaels Cube shelf be sturdy enough for punches or border maker cartridges? The ones with the thinner shelves, I wouldn't put something so heavy, Linda, on those. The ones with all, like the 12 shelves in it, but the ones with the 4 shelves, those are sturdy enough. I did have like a container that I had. So I think each cube comes with, oh yeah, 3 shelves. They're the ones that I have behind me that I have my spinners in. They have heavy duty shelves. The shelves are like a 1/4 inch thick, and those are strong enough to hold the weight of punches. But the little skinny ones that I have my mats on, no, those are probably too weak. Okay, so, and Shannon, any new collections coming? So there's Preview Friday this Friday, I'm pretty sure, because we didn't have anything that came out last Friday. So I think we'll probably see something new, which is exciting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hoping to put the old CM shape punches on one of those shelves. I mean, you could try it. Linda, just, I wouldn't overload it. Like if you're just, border makers, they can add up. They can get really, really heavy fast. But if you're doing like maybe 5 or 6 of the older punches, you're going to have to have a space like 2 of those shelves because, they're only about 1 inch high. If you use every slot, but then you just take one out and then you could probably fit those in there. Okay, so let's put Autumn Harvest away. Autumn Harvest, you guys, this collection is so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I'm in love with this collection. I love the fonts that they chose. I love all the wood and the embellishments. I think the embellishments are my favorite. I think they are. So the stickers are going to go in the back of the Power Project folder. So this is the Papa Bear. And then we're going to just start putting the paper away. So typically what I like to do when I open the paper pack, so this is the designer paper pack, is I like to keep one of the index sheets. And the nice thing is these are actually thin. I mean, I liked them when they were thick because I used them as for paper, which you still can do, right? Like you can build on top of these, but I always like to keep one index sheet in with my paper so that I have a blueprint almost of what paper packs, what papers were in that pack. So I'm going to just take look at this wood. Totally in love with the wood. So pretty, this collection. And then the printed on craft paper. You guys, if you haven't gotten this, just saying. Oh, and you get a free bag too, right? Did anybody get the free bag? It's really tall. The free bag is super tall. So if you like to pack for going places, you can fit your trimmer in there. You can fit an album. They're really nice and big. So there's my paper. It's going to go, my designer paper is going to go behind that index sheet. Here's my vellum paper. And the vellum, look at these guys. They're gorgeous. Can you see the translucent? Oh, they're so pretty. So pretty. There's like a grid, and then there's a stripe, an ombre stripe. And then this one, I don't know if you saw it, it has like little leaves. It's almost on craft paper. So, and you know, the Creative Memories vellum, this is super thick, nice vellum. So the vellum is 5 sheets. This paper is a little thicker, but I still keep it. And those are going to go also in the Power Project folder. Okay. Then there's the mat cards. Love them. Love all the mat cards. There's, okay, did you guys see? There's like one that has a little tree stump with mushrooms. And I just love like mushroom art. I think that's so cute. Okay, so the 4x6 are going to go on one side, and the 4.5 by 6.5 are going to go on the other. And then, like I said, I got a second set. I got a second set for stickers. So again, just taking those out, and there's plenty of room if you want to get a couple sets. I know. It's just some collections, I have to do it. And Cindy says the bag is really nice. It even has a zipper to close the top. Oh, awesome. Cindy M. Okay, can I just say, oh my gosh, Cindy, I haven't even had a chance to email you back, but I'm so excited. You guys, if you, which one was it, Cindy? Did you, she sent me some more Daiso cart cups. So sweet of you, and so sweet of you to think of everybody here. Cindy, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I can't remember. Tell me which one. If it's these cups or the pen, I think it was, you said the pen holder. You can see what a weekend it has been. But anyhow, there's more on the way. Yay! So you guys give Cindy a huge, big thank you. Shout out for helping us out who are Daiso challenged. I love it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And Cassie says she loves the bag. I thought it was just a small tote, but it is very roomy. Yes. And the navy bag has a great zipper, perfect for an album, and the 12-inch trimmer. So good. I'm glad you guys are loving those bags. Okay, so you can see already, even though I've only put in a little bit of paper, like there's plenty of room. So we're going to go and keep going. So typically what I do, I open each of the new things, and then if it's a collection that I go, I know I'm just going to want more, I will just leave it in the packaging and kind of slip it in the back. I don't know why. It's just because that's what I do. And I guess it's kind of like to let me know, all right, Lauren, you've used up all the first sheets of those paper, and then it's like a reminder. So now you're opening the second one. But the nice thing is the Power Project folders are big enough that you can do that. You can just keep everything together and tuck it in the Power Project folder. Now let's talk about embellishments, because these are my absolute favorite. And some of these are quite large. So I forgot to grab, let me grab my little embellishment envelopes. And there's so many ways. Remember, we've talked about how you can, sorry, that's my hair, how you can store embellishments. But this is one of those where I already know I love sprinkling them all out in front of me. So to be able to kind of just group those back together and put them in a little pouch, that's going to be my go-to for this collection. And can I just say, how excited I am for this collection because you guys, there's layering so many Mary clustering possibilities and layering. And look, I feel like they're doing layering shapes now. So fun. But look at how you can just take and cluster some of these. Let's see, not that one. We need like a contrast color. Look at these that you can just layer and put all these different shapes together with this beautiful background with the foiling. This is my favorite. Who else is this your favorite? Bella with the little coffee cup. So cute, right? There's some tags in this kit. And then look, there's crisp days. You could take this and layer it on top of that. You know, there's just a lot of possibilities. This is a gorgeous tree trunk. And I mean, just tons of things. Tons of things. Oh, what else was I thinking? Oh, look at this together. Woo! Love it. You put that up on foam squares. That's gorgeous right there. Maybe grab some of the leaves that kind of mimic that, like these guys, and just tuck a few in to sparkle. And let's see what else. There's pine cones. Oh my goodness, you guys, this collection. Love it. Look at this little pumpkin with a little bit of foiling on it. Okay, so tons and tons of possibilities. Oh, there's also, look at this one, Autumn Adventure. What was I thinking? Oh, this one. Oh, now it's on the floor. Hold on. Okay, now I need my lifter stick. It's on the floor. One sec. One sec. Oh dear. Okay. Now I got it. I have a gremlin that's just throwing stuff on the floor. Look at that together. Love that. Love the Autumn Adventure foiled. Hopefully you can see the foiling. Okay. So have I sold you on the autumn collection yet? Oh my gosh. Yeah. The coffee Mona, right? Yeah. I'm telling you, just so pretty. Plus, you've got this gorgeous tree. So I haven't actually looked to see. Ooh, almost. It might fit in there. I may put that tree on the back side just because it kind of needs a little TLC. Is it going to fit? I think it's going to fit. Oh, look at that. Perfectly. Fit perfectly. So the tree will fit, and then I'm going to take all of these pieces then. Oh, look at that. Gathered little tag, banner tag. I'm telling you, I can't wait to play with this collection. And then I'm just going to tuck them all together in the pouch. And again, why am I doing this instead of like all the different pockets? Because I have just been paying attention to how I like to design and how I like to create. And I love being able to grab all of these just like I did, throw them down and kind of look through them all, and then just grab them up and put them back in. But again, this is where how you organize, how you think, how you create also comes into play. So these can go a couple of places. They can go in the front pocket. Like sometimes I'll tuck them behind my 4x6, or sometimes, you know, because I have it up on my shelf, I just put it in the top pocket as well. And they can just sit up there because they've got a flap. So I know those are not going to fall out. So the last thing for Autumn Harvest, so now you can see it's getting a little more bulky, a little more bulgy, but we're still controlling it. And I'm just going to tuck the unopened embellishment pack in here. And again, that's just my personal thing. And sometimes that's because since I teach so much, I have to know, did I only use one embellishment pack or did I use two? So if I grab two, if I open two embellishments and I grab two leaves, I want to be able to say, oh yeah, you need two embellishment packs or just one embellishment pack, right? So you guys you kind of understand. That's the reason there. So okay, so there is a brand new collection packed up and ready to dig into, but it's organized. Can you see? Look at, we can actually see part of my workspace now. So I have Autumn Harvest set. I have Croptoberfest set. I have a random little cat sticker, but remember, I'm using this to go work on my son's album. So before I put this back with my fur baby cat, I'm just going to tuck this in. Remember, I kind of kept it here in with my son's album. And then when I finish that, I'm getting caught on something. I'll put that back in my fur babies collection. And then I have some more, just these were random little Christmas tags. Those, another episode I'm going to share. I've actually started another cart. My cart where my stamps used to be is now my card making cart. So these are going to go on my card making cart. And this is a little packet from Serene Waters. So now I know I just pull out my Serene Waters, and these are some leftover embellishments from a project. So those are going to go in there. Okay, some miscellaneous pens. And I do keep a little jam jar handy that if I need to just put a few pens away, I keep, just some miscellaneous pens and pencil in here. But I also do most of my my writing for scrapbooking pens go in my journaling box. So that is there. In fact, this is an older metallic pen. So that I've got, actually, those are going to go in my cart because the second row of my cart has all my pens on there. And okay, let's see. Any other questions? I know, just retire. Shannon says, gone a little overboard, need to rein it in, but it all looks so fun. Okay. I need a bigger paycheck. I think we all do, right? It's just so much fun. Okay. Any other okay, yeah, just let me know if you have questions, because I'm just going to kind of finish going through a few more things. So Croptoberfest, Autumn Harvest, my labeling, my fabric color pen. I have a whole bunch more of these. I think I sold out in my shop, but I have so many more of these coming on Thursday. So just check back if you want some of the new Zig pens. And also last week, we talked about some colors. I ended up grabbing some extra colors. So by Thursday or Friday this week, those will be in the shop. Some of the colors that are not sold by Creative Memories. Okay, this is a little band for my hubby's album. All right, so we've got a lot of the piles kind of gone through, right? So I'm getting excited because I can start seeing my space now and I have a place to start creating. So these go in. I have a current projects pod. Okay, oops. So this is my current projects pod, and this sits behind me on the shelf. And this is where, like, if there's a page that I'm going to work on or a project, this is where it goes. And on the side, that's my little tag, current projects. So you can see I need to probably put some of these away, but this is where Autumn Harvest and Oktoberfest are going to go, because this is kind of my, I need to pay attention to this pod. So I do like the this size with the handle, kind of for storing the Power Project folders. You know, it's perfect size. It'll hold Power Project folders, mama bears, baby bears, all the different bears will fit in here. And you can just kind of flip through and look at the different projects. So some of you may have seen I'm doing a class. Oh, I think they're actually not in here right now. Oh yeah, here. A class for the expo. So Common Collected. So that's in here. So anything that, you know, I'm in process goes right here, which I like this pod for that. And that just sits on the shelf where it can be handy and accessed easily behind me. Okay, so all that's out. My labeling kit, I'm not quite done with that. I found another little random tree that's going to go in Croptoberfest, actually, that I just tucked in there. So pop that in there. Okay, we're getting down to the last bits. So I found remember how I said, I know I have one more container. This is my dot grid. And so this is what's going to go on my cart. So remember I said I had one more space. So now I have my cart completely tight and packed. So if you want to see what I have in here, ruled and grid, neutral, color ruled, foam squares, journaling cards, rectangles. Oh yeah, because those are my layering shape rectangles. Peekaboo pockets, small peekaboo pockets, dot grids, and tags. And that changes, you know, so give yourself some flexibility and see what is it that you're always reaching for and grabbing that you may want to have right here handy. Okay, so that's the cart. All right, let's talk about a few of these last things back on my desk. And I don't think I can show this one yet. If you haven't seen the secret box, you can't see that, but there's a couple new punches that just came in, which I haven't even taken out of the boxes. But one of the first things I do for new punches is grab and take them out of the case, of course, and then grab some scratch paper and punch a few times because there could be some residue, as we know. Trying to find my scratch paper here. There we go. So I just keep a drawer behind me of, you know, like if a piece of paper, this one got all kind of damaged and wonky, so that goes in the scratch drawer, right? That's also what, when I want to layer different shapes. Now I'm not doing this lined up or anything. I'm just doing this to show you. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see a little bit of the oil residue. But by the time you get to the fourth punch, yep, like I can see there's oil here, a teeny bit of oil, but the fourth punch, it's pretty clean. And so now I know I've already taken care of that. I'm not going to mess up any of my good paper. And now this can go on my wall with my other punches. And this is gorgeous, isn't it? Talk about autumn. Beautiful new punch. And this one will go with my autumn section on the wall. And then we have the cute new little owl Build-A-Punch. Did you guys see this one too? So let me open this and again do the very same thing, because the last thing you want is to open a new punch or use it, grab it off your shelf, and then put oil on your paper. So this one, yeah, there's an itty bit. This is also where you can Just make sure that your punch is punching well when you get it, in case, you know, you have to uh, call customer service, because sometimes they're just not able to come back. So looks like that one's turning out pretty good now, and no more oil, so I can take that one and put that guy away too. And then we just have our little punch mess. Some fun little cute punches that come out of there though. Look at that cute little mini pumpkin. That's cute. And some itty bitty little leaves. Alrighty. So so now one thing I also, some of you I know like to keep your boxes. But one thing that I've done is actually break them down. I saw Noreen had done this one time, and I thought, oh, that's so smart. Instead of keeping them, you know, full like this, I saw she takes them and flattens them out like that. And so that's how, um, you know, I like having these on my Stampin' Storage shelves, but I do like keeping the boxes. I don't know, just in case, right? So that's what I do. I take my boxes and I flatten them out now. And so you can just push in on the bottom, open them out, and then turn them sideways, just like that. And they flatten out, and then you can store quite a few of them. And I have those just kind of tucked away in a closet outside of my craft room. So I just keep my punches handy. Okay. The last thing, so this can go back in my scrap drawer. And I have a couple more things here from the border sale. I just pulled a few more of these laser borders that I don't want to be without. So just like the other collections, I have the Power Project or Mama Bear sleeves ready for all of these collections. So something like this, I just take this, put it right in those collections in the cubbies behind me, and that's put away. My I decided to try the Fast to Fab wood grain paper, so that ended up on my desk as well. But I have behind me in the cubbies also is where all of my 12 by 12 printed refills go. I have a container for those. Let's see. I can't quite reach it, but it's similar to this. They're in my old cubbies and they're labeled, and then they all just fit in here, just like these are my multi-pocket. So if I need a multi-pocket, I can just grab that. Okay. So those sit on my shelf behind me. Last, I have some photo paper. And this is another thing that I like using the 5x7 boxes for. And I have, let me see, over here. When I'm not printing, I like to close up my printer. Oops, and put my paper away. So I know a lot of folks have gotten excited. You know, I talk a lot about printing at home, and so I keep these boxes full of Red River paper handy. 4x6 Luster is kind of my go-to, so I keep that in a little 4x6 box, and then I also have a 5x7. Sometimes I accidentally do stuff, but I keep that, and if I ever need to print something smaller, I have those. And so I just tuck those kind of in the back of my box. This is just photo paper, my Red River paper, and keep that. I think it keeps the dust out and everything handy for my printing. And then people have asked, I know I've had a few questions on the printer settings. Red River gives this awesome little cheat sheet for what settings to use on that. But on my PM400, I believe I just use, can't remember exactly the setting. I think it's premium, something like premium. It doesn't have one that actually matches exactly what they have here, but you know, sometimes it just kind of takes trial and error to find what works best. On the Canon, it actually has a luster. I'm pretty sure it has a luster setting, but you can keep that little cheat sheet in with your paper. And so these just sit over to the left where my printer is. And all of that is ready to go. So the last thing, as you can see, I'm pretty much cleaned up. I have my labeling set, so looks like I'm pretty much done labeling. I can put that away. Again, one more check into my cart, and so I've got one more pair of scissors I can just tuck over there, and then I'm just gonna put my labeling bundle away. It goes in the cubby behind me. And let's see, like I said, I've just got some paper. Oh, I've got one more thing. I've got a sketch template that ended up on my desk. This I have in my Pop Planner notebook. So that goes in my Pop Planner. Let me see if I have it here. I may not have put it back yet. Oh yeah, here it is. Lauren's Pop Planner. And Mary had a great idea of kind of doing a deep dive into binders. So I think that's what we'll do next week, is talk about what I have. Again, I know I've done it once, but kind of now more recently what I have in my binders. These are the Blue Sky binders, and I am a binder girl, and so I love using binders for a lot of different things. Okay, so that is pretty much, we're ready to go. You can see that big pile is gone. I hope you tidied with me. And, you know, we can put things away, get ourselves back together when we have a place to put things, when we have a system, and yep, a place for everything. Okay. Yeah, Kenzie, yay, binders. So yeah, this little shelf, Pamela was asking. So this was from Staples from a while ago, and it was a computer riser. It was from the Poppin brand, Poppin, from Staples. I was in Staples the other day. I could not find this. I don't know. It might still be online, but I'm not sure. And it's a new thing. I'm going to try to have something right here, but I'm also trying to not have too many shadows, but you know, we'll have to see how it goes. But I also love having my small little pen case with my most used pens in here handy, with my little phone stand in case I want to put my phone there and watch something. And I think we've got, I found one more adhesive that needs to go in my cart, you can see. But it's just kind of fun, just looking at all the nooks and crannies that kind of get involved, you know, put around, and where all of that stuff goes. I have a few more sheets of paper that need to go back into my cubbies. Oh, I do have a new, forgot this one, back to school. And this guy is going to go in a baby bear, and it will get labeled either baby bear. Yeah, I think I'll probably put this one in a baby bear because it has, it's a 12 sheet pack. So I really love these non-gusset plastic pouches for that. I just tuck the flap in on these and then back to school. This is the texture paper pack. I haven't even had a chance to open this one up either, but it has some water, swimming, ooh, some field stuff, chalkboard, wood, some really neat textures. I love that chalk texture. Grass, curtains, looks like. So this would be fun. It'll go with my school section, but yep, it's going to have its own little pouch. I missed there. And again, I guess I wasn't done labeling, but I will put a Ultra Tab on the side of that and then pop that in on the shelf with my paper. Okay, do I have any last minute questions? Look at that cleaned up table. I know. Did you guys do it with me? I hope you did it with me. I mean, that was pretty scary when you first saw it, right? But working through the process, knowing where everything goes, kind of how you attack each bit, I hope that helps. And Kenzie, oh yeah, okay, Judy got it. Feeling you weren't David. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I love it. Yeah. Need to catch YouTube on paper organization. Yes, Laura, I have several paper organization videos because it's quite a process that you can go through. But my favorite, I always keep coming back to Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear. And it's really kind of dependent on how you put things away and how you organize. But paper is one of our biggest things, right? So, yep. Okay, so hopefully that will answer everybody's question. Where do I get the Red River photo paper? Okay, so Red River, I have a link on my website. So let me just do a quick little screen share and show you that. So 1 second, not that one, this one. For those of you who are new, I know this kind of gets old for those of you who go, I know what you're doing, Lauren. I know where to go, but not everybody has seen everything. So if you're new, I'm going to quickly share my website. So this is at craftsomejoy.com. And one of the reasons I have a website is it's kind of my gathering place because I am a virtual person. You know, I don't really do in-person events that often. And so I needed a place to host all the things I talk about and all the things. So this is kind of like my living room, my porch. You know, this is where you can kind of come see all about what I do, including where you can find me, the different things that I have to offer you. But up in the navigation, if you go to the shop tab, there is a link here called Shop My Favorite Things on Amazon. And if you click on that, there's 2 ways you can get to my Amazon. You can go directly to my Amazon page, which has lists of all my Amazon favorites. But I've also organized that here on my website for you. And some of my favorite products, like the Glassboard Studio, you can see that's what I have. You saw we got down to my Glassboard today. And then Red River paper, literally. Do you see that pile there? That's how much I order all in one go. This is my favorite paper for printing. So you just click this green button and it'll take you right to Red River paper. And look for quantity discounts, look for shipping discounts. They offer those different times. So sometimes, like for me, when you see this big pile, I did that because I know I print at home and I know that that's just something I'll continue to do. So yeah, maybe it's better if I order 20 boxes at a time, right? On the long run, I get some discounts and some free shipping. And then if you just keep scrolling, you'll see my Stampin' Storage. Also, this is, like I said, I'm going to put my punches away. This is where they're going, right over here on the wall. And now I have the carousels, which I love. And then if you scroll down, like these are some of my favorites, which is the baby bears I was just talking about, the mama bears I was just talking about, and a lot of other favorite things. Okay, there's the little Epson printer that what I was also just mentioning. So you can, and oh look, the binders. So you can just take your time, look through this, and just you know, as you see things that I mention, I have a holding place, which is my website. That's how you can find all those goodies. Okay, so hopefully that kind of got all those questions answered too. All the places. My trays are empty. I know, I'm so excited. All right, friends. Okay. So any other questions? I'm looking for the cues. I think we got them. If not, just feel free to leave a comment for me. And do I have a video about my binders? So we're going to talk about binders next week, but there is one. I have talked about them before this, so we're going to do a refresh on binders for next week. So stay tuned. Okay, so thank you for the suggestion, Mary, if you're watching. And I know my candy dish is still full of dark chocolate, so you know you got to have that handy. I love it. I wish I could share with you guys. have a See's candy. So, but I do hope that you have a wonderful week, and I hope you had a wonderful holiday if you celebrated and had Monday off. I will be back with you. Just a couple upcoming things. This Saturday is my September Pop Crop, which I'm thrilled about sharing. And then next Friday, so there's no Friday night scrapbooking this Friday, but next Friday, I will actually be coming live to you from Mesa, Arizona, and I will be at the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo. So cross your fingers that that's going to work out. And hopefully we will have some fun sharing some new ideas and tips with you for Friday night scrapbooking next Friday. Okay. All right. Glad you guys liked those delicious Hershey Kisses. All right, friends, thanks so much again, and have a wonderful day. And until next time, I hope you take time to craft some joy, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.